Hi, I'm Anya. My parents called me a freeloader after I paid their mortgage for 7 years. When I stopped, they said I ruined the family. Then they tried to sell the house I paid for without telling me, but that wasn't even the worst part. They came to my job, lied about me online, and even stole my identity. Now one question haunts me. How far will your own family go when you stop playing the role they need? What would you have done? Tell me in the comments. Follow for more stories like mine. The rain had become a mist as I reached my condo, the cold already in my skin. Keys dropped, coat off. I stared at the wall. You deserve the help more than she ever will? Mom's voice echoed final. No tears, no screams. I opened my laptop and deleted the mortgage payment I'd made for 7 years. No guilt. I closed the laptop and went to bed in the dark. Saturday's sunshine felt ironic. Coffee in hand, I walked to the farmer's market pretending normalcy. Text from Mom. Pick up some apples for Brandon. No hi, no thank you, no how are you. I turned my phone face down until it died. By noon I was back at their house, needing to sort mail. A credit union notice of withdrawal went into my purse, unnoticed. Still coming to dinner tomorrow? Dad asked, eyes on TV. I don't know, got a lot going on. You work too much, he mumbled. What mattered? The mortgage I paid, Brandon's birthdays, I covered their Arizona trips, I funded. The house felt alien. Back home, the credit union envelope revealed a savings account under Mom's name, recurring transfers matching my mortgage payments. Brandon as the recipient. They hadn't hidden it. I sat on the floor with my receipts. Every statement saved. A cynical part of me had always known. Brandon hadn't worked steadily in 5 years, claiming YouTube, barely 500 views. Yet, new shoes, new tech, endless excuses. Mom said he needed time. I gave him 7 years. They gave him my money. Sunday dinner arrived too soon. Guilt like obligation knocked. I showed up late. Look who decided to grace us. Brandon smirked. I ignored him, placed Dad's gift. Mom passed potatoes silently. Thinking of moving, I said casually. Why, so you can freeload somewhere else? Brandon sneered. My fork clattered. Mom flinched. He's just joking, Dad muttered. No one laughed. I excused myself to the bathroom, the stranger in the mirror. A freeloader. Driving home, no tears, no blinking. The freeway blurred the world silent. Next morning, a text from my cousin, Uncle Harold, said, You still lean on the family. I read it thrice, fingers trembling. So now I was a joke, a burden. They mistook silence for weakness. Monday back at work, walls up, but something was different, sharpness. I created a contingency folder, dragging every financial record freeloader. They had no idea. I thought I could manage one more birthday dinner. Fake smiles for 2 hours, black slacks, gray blouse. Invisible, I arrived late. Avoiding kitchen small talk. Mom opened the door silently. Dad in the living room, TV muted. You made it. I said I would, I replied, handing over the card and gift. He barely acknowledged. Dinner was laid out, mostly deli. Brandon arrived late, sunglasses on his head. Happy birthday, non-stop talk of his brand. I sipped wine slowly, chewing deliberately. No one asked about my work. I was background noise. Thinking about downsizing, I said casually. Why? So you can freeload somewhere else. Brandon's words were a slap. Silence. He's just joking, Dad mumbled. Joking was teasing, not calling me a parasite. I excused myself to the bathroom, the flickering light reflecting freeloader. I breathed deeply, left before dessert, claiming a migraine. The night air bit. The silence in the car was deafening. At home, lavender and laundry sheets offered little comfort. I sat in the dark, the taste of roast beef a lie. After midnight, a text from my cousin. Heard Uncle Harold said you still lean on the family even with 6 figures. I read it repeatedly. It wasn't just Brandon. It was a narrative. The successful sister still a burden. The bill-paying daughter never enough. I showered, scrubbing off shame, then sat at the kitchen island laptop. Open. I scanned every transfer, every payment to bail them out. I opened a document. Debt contributions. Unrecorded support history. They built a house on my back. I was done. The cafe was neutral ground. 15 minutes early, black coffee in hand, I watched my reflection, calm, controlled, reciting lines. They arrived on time. Small talk first. Then, my name should be on the deed. Dad blinked. Mom sipped. Just legal protection. Silence. Family property, Dad said. It's going to stay in the family, Mom added. And I'm not family. Of course you are, Dad said. Don't be dramatic. If I'm covering the mortgage, my name should be on the deed. You're not married, no kids who inherits. Mom's words were sharp. Wow, I said, standing. You're thinking about legacy, and I'm just a placeholder. Don't twist this, Dad warned. I didn't storm out. I paid the bill and left. The cold air stung. A couple walked by with their giggling toddler. The mother smiled at me. I smiled back. My chest hollow. Back home, lights off the walls felt closer. 7 years of sacrifice for a house I'd never own. Financial backbone, invisible investor, not part of the plan. I opened my laptop, renamed Contingency to Severance. This was an exit. I parked with groceries, mentally preparing a quick drop-off. Alan from next door waved. You guys, move in. He asked. Real estate guy yesterday, pictures. My breath caught, checking comps. I lied. He'd been on our lawn. Groceries forgotten, stomach knotted, back home straight to my desk. Zillow Redfin, nothing realtor.com. There it was, Brandon as agent, motivated seller. No mention of my funding. Just new beginnings. I felt still the calm before detonation. Screenshots taken. Bank account open, transfers to Lorraine. Same dates, same amounts. Phone buzzed, mortgage payment reminder. Messages me. We need to talk now, Brandon. Busy, talk to Mom. Like she was the heist manager. I exhaled slowly. They were moving on without me, deliberately cashing out, severance, folder, open transfers. Receipts, the first real estate email. Added screenshots, listing link notes. Itemized statement drafted, unreturned contributions. Mortgage record 2016 present. For the lawyer, water, poured, city lights blurred, not naive. They saw me as less selling behind my back while taking payments was theft. Phone out me, Mom. Dad, call off the listing or I'll make the bank call you. Sent final document added. Contingency phase 2. Legal contact log. Not family ownership mine. Office air toner and weak coffee, safe space, mid-claims, report. Candace tapped. Situation downstairs, family. I froze, loud. I walked calmly to the lobby. There they were, Mom, Dad, Brandon. She's trying to evict our parents, Brandon yelled, heads turned. This isn't the place, I said firmly. You made it public first. He retorted. Enough, I said. Miss Green appeared. I'm going to ask you all to leave. Harold muttered about ungrateful daughters. They left reluctantly, Brandon shouting, she stole from us. The building exhaled. Damage done back. Upstairs, hands trembled. June knocked. You okay? People are talking. HR's fielding questions. Daughter who stole her parents' house. I laughed bitterly. You deserve to hear it. June added. Silence after she left, screen dark. Couldn't sleep. Mind raced, embarrassment and fury. AM. Phone buzzed. Request for voluntary leave. Pending investigation. Breath caught. Not surprise, recognition. They hadn't just ruined my morning, but my career. Personal turned professional. Got out of bed. Laptop open, severance folder. Began to build contracts. Mortgage docs, deposits, texts. They wanted war 4:00 a.m. Letter to Mia. Dawn waiting for respect. Final message to Brandon, Mom, Dad. From here on, I will only speak through legal counsel. You've crossed the final line. Powered off. Real silence. Next morning, coffee banking app. Red alert, account activity. Blocked, fraud suspicion triggered, mug clattered. They weren't just after my reputation but my money. Room dark, phone screen glared. Loan notification reread. Real account, real debt. Fake signature. Stomach twisted, email history. Doug. Scan 2018 tax return. Email to Dad for Brandon's FAFSA. Verification. Stupid me, key to a loan. I never agreed to. Called the bank. 4 transfers. Finally, someone explained. Application processed 2 weeks ago. Paperwork aligned with 2018 return. Cosigner Harold Velasquez. Silence. Ma'am, I'm here, stunned. File a fraud report. Almost laughed. Yes, immediately. Statement given, ID. Emailed, case number noted. Call ended. No tears, no shaking, jaw locked. They didn't just steal my dignity, they stole my identity. Noon, downtown office. Mr. Cardoza, bare desk, legal pad, fountain pen, scales of justice paperweight, flash drive slid across. Everything you'll need. He nodded, scrolling, documenting this long time. Hoped I wouldn't need to. Not about hope, accountability, holding them to the fire. I nodded. Ready. Evening home blinds. Closed floor laptop notebook. Called bank again. Froze joint accounts, canceled payments. Credit bureau alert, tax records, PIN, notes app. This is no longer a conversation. You made me your scapegoat. I'm done being your silent investor. Sent thread blocked. Real silence. 10:00 p.m. Bathroom mirror. Messy hair, heavy eyes, solid voice. They want war. Let's see how they handle one they can't manipulate. Stared longer. That woman was done being patient. 3 hours later, legal files, organized YouTube notification. My sister just destroyed our family and wants the house for herself. Clicked Brandon, fake tears. Family betrayal. Suing our parents, taking the only home. Sniffled, pointed to blurred text, closed tab. My stage was the courtroom. Rolled over phone, vibrating relentlessly. Missed calls, DMs, notifications everywhere. Real life intrusion, June's message. Have you seen what Brandon posted? Dread video link. She took my parents' house and left us with nothing. Brandon, puffy eyes, tragic hoodie. Hardest thing Anya destroys. Our family legal attack, no empathy, cut off utilities. Blurred text, edited voice, comment section, war zone, greedy witch, hashtag Team Brandon, sickening, closed app, whispers at work. Miss Green's check-in, June, by vending machine. They think you're the villain. Someone asked if you'd been suspended. Hands trembled, Snickers dropped. Last thread. Night, no food, lights off, ceiling fan blurred. Not enough lies to my face. Now, the world called Mr. Cardoza. I'm ready, let's go public. Next day, quiet video. Bank transfers, mortgage deposits. Property listing, demanding texts, forged loan app, tax return. Looked into camera. Not revenge facts. This is what they did. I let it happen too long. Uploaded without fanfare. Slow response, then flipped. She's got receipts. He used her and tried to sell. She exposed it. Next morning, Brandon's video. Removed by user sponsors, pulled out podcast segment, retracted. Watched it unfold. Not glee, but silence, peace. Truth stood tall, in my corner. Evening tea, open windows, Boise air crisp. Distant traffic, comforting, not drowning. Then phone buzzed, Lorraine. I hope you're happy, you ruined everything, stared. No apology, just blame. But no guilt. Not the child seeking love, just done. Cold tea, phone buzzed, mom's message. I miss you, stood still, 3 words, no punctuation, no drama, almost, deleted. Then another, dad isn't doing well, the stress. If you don't come home soon, sat down. Childhood images. Dad helping with science projects, clapping at recitals. Then the ice water. Brandon's freeloader comment. Dad's silence, loving him, didn't mean forgetting. 2 hours later, driving to the hospital. Not forgiveness, but closure. Empty parking lot. Antiseptic air. Lorraine alone, gossip magazine. You happy now? She whispered. I came because he's still my father, not for your approval. Family falling apart. For what paperwork? Ego. No, Lorraine. It fell apart when you chose silence over support. When you let Brandon lie. When you used guilt. This is about respect. If you don't understand, that's not on me. She flinched. You're still trying to control me with shame. Guilt, fear, I'm not 16 anymore. We were scared, didn't know what else to do. So you picked him? He's all we have. Then you've already lost me. Walked out. Didn't ask about Harold. Didn't matter. Lines in sand. Back home, bedroom lamp mirror. No victim. Clear eyes, no slumped shoulders. Not the daughter they wanted, but the woman I needed to be. Email to Mr. Cardoza. Finish it. Ready to close everything. Proceed with final filing. Thank you. Morning sunlight. Fresh coffee. Bitterness lessened. New message, property title confirmation finalized. Title transfer. Soul name, weight shifted. Not chasing validation. Owned the ground deed. On new counter. Lighter than years represented. Thick envelope, embossed. Name alone. Paper can't rebuild trust. Shattered loyalty, lost silence, unforgotten betrayal. Mine now, title, house, space. But everything else still out of reach. Headlines gone, social media faded. Brandon silent, mutual friends quiet. No triumph, no anger, just stillness. New townhouse, smaller, paid mine. Barefoot on cool wood. Rooms empty but breathed air again. Mine, I whispered. Evening lavender haze. Rain smell cardigan tighter mail. Check. Padded envelope, familiar handwriting. Letter flash drive. Hope you're well. Don't expect forgiveness. Didn't know what else to do. Mistakes but raised you strong, you've become that. Hope you'll remember good parts. Mom, read thrice. No signature beyond no apology, just distant peace, no reply. Some things better left unanswered. Weekend June visited empty living room floor coats on cheap Merlot mismatched mugs. So worth it, as she asked. Eyes on bare windows. The title, sure, but the clarity, that's what I fought for. Nodded. Needed to know I could stand up without breaking. Later walk the house. Soft footsteps. One bedroom untouched. Blank page desk journal. Closure isn't justice. Justice isn't healing. Today I chose myself. Maybe tomorrow forgive bedtime. Deed folder on shelf. Didn't need to look. Knew who it belonged to. Brush teeth, lights off. Bed alone, not lonely. Sleep came no. Spreadsheet worries, no ghost texts. Freeloader no more. Paid every cent free. Closure isn't justice and justice isn't healing. But today I chose myself. Maybe tomorrow I'll learn how to forgive. Sometimes walking away isn't weakness. It's choosing peace. Anya gave, sacrificed, endured. Won by reclaiming dignity. Ever set a boundary that cost everything but gave you yourself back? Share your story. Subscribe for more. True stories of betrayal, healing, and strength.